Hey, it's D, and here I am to give you my rundown of True Blood Season 5, Episode 1, entitled Turn, Turn, Turn. And boy, it was some turns. Let's go into it. First, we're going to start off from where we left off with Sookie, Tara, and Debbie in Sookie's kitchen. We all know that Tara got half her head blown off and that Sookie screamed for help. Now we realize that Eric and Bill both felt her presence, and Eric said, remember, she doesn't want either one of us. Fuck Sookie. Bill decides to go, gets caught by the authority. Eric goes out, gets caught too. They're gone. Get back to Sookie's house, and now we finally see how things have panned out after Tara was shot. Pam comes looking for Eric. She doesn't find Eric. Lafayette, who has now come downstairs after hearing the gunshot, automatically, without thinking anything other than to save his cousin's life, begs Pam to turn her into a vampire. The one thing that Tara does not, hates, you want to turn her into. Sookie begs and begs and begs, and Lafayette begs, and Pam finally gives in because now the precious Sookie owes her a favor. So now Sookie is forever indebted to Pam and not knowing when that's going to come up. Of course, Pam agrees. Pam gives her some of her blood, and they both go to ground, hoping that this works. In the meantime, Lafayette and Sookie have to clean up Debbie's brains and body from all over her kitchen. Cleans up the kitchen. Lafayette does not agree at first, tells Sookie to call the police, leave all this supernatural bullshit alone. Sookie says, dude, I meant to kill her. Basically, in so few words, I pulled the trigger because I wanted to kill her. I hated her. I wanted to kill her. Fucking wow, Sook. Now we're starting to see Sook no longer has a heart, I guess. Now, in the process of all of this, when they're cleaning up bodies and burying Tara and putting her in the ground, they go to Lafayette's house to now deal with handling Jesus's body. And Jesus's body is not there. Everything's perfectly cleaned up. Sook tells Lafayette that this is possibly something that Bill and Eric did as a favor to Lafayette, but it doesn't help because it didn't give him a chance to grieve and say goodbye. If I was Lafayette, I would feel the same way. My cousin may be dead. The man I love is dead. Everybody around me is dying, and I'm losing everything. He has a moment where he looks at a razor in the shower and contemplates suicide and fuck my whole soul up. Anyway, now we get to Bill and Eric, who are now facing the true death because they have killed Nan Flanagan. And Eric did the most amazing 30-second cleanup of a crime scene I've ever seen in my life. I fucking love Eric Northman to death for that one. Bill calls Jessica and tells Jessica he has to go away for an indefinite amount of time. And mi casa es su casa, just don't overdo su casa. So which now makes Jessica Queen of Louisiana by default. Her maker is gone, so she must carry on. Oh boy, we have a woman in charge of Louisiana again. And a young one at that. Fast forward now to Jason and Steve Newland knocking at his door and popping out some fangs. Fuck my soul up too, if I know it fucked yours up. Steve Newland, as Jason's dumbass always is, falls for the sob story, and Steve Newland glamours him and makes him invite him in the house and puts tape over his mouth and decides to tell Jason that I'm not upset at you for sleeping with my wife. I'm upset with my wife because she had the chance to sleep with you. I am a gay vampire American, and I love you, Jason Stackhouse. Can you say fucked up soul? Yeah. So now not only are you a reverend, but you're a gay reverend, and you're a gay vampire reverend, and you're professing your love for a man who's straight. And in the process of being rejected, Steve Newland goes to attack Jason, and in comes Jessica and pulls her rank as being still a baby vamp, but now she's older than Steve Newland, so that means she can pull her authority, and that's what she did. Jason rescinds his invitation, and Steve Newland is now still trying to get Jason. This shit's gonna be funny. Bill and Eric have been kidnapped, and they're in the car, and they're riding, and they've planned their escape. Big explosion, they blow up the car, they make it out safely. And just when they think that they're safe, they're approached by a male vampire who's a member of the authority, who goes to shoot them and instead gets staked in the back by enter Nora. Instantly upon Eric seeing Nora, they start kissing. Bill says, I take it she's an old friend of yours. Eric says, more than that, she's my sister. And they continue to kiss like lovers from a past lifetime. Why is Eric kissing his sister? Come to find out later on that she and Eric were both makers. Godric was their maker, and we all know who Godric was. So basically now we're dealing with two vampires who were both turned, who are basically brother and sister, to which Eric politely quoted after banging Nora's brains out in a storage container, we fight like siblings, but we fuck like champions. Alcide goes to see Sookie and warns Sookie that Russell Edgington is still alive and he has broken out of his concrete and silver chain tomb in the bottom of a parking garage, and that he's most likely coming after her. Sookie says, I understand that. Alcide says he wants to protect her, and Alcide turns around and says politely, I need to protect you. Sookie tells him, I don't need it. I don't want it. I'm sick of this shit. I want a normal life. He says, fine. I extended you a lifeline. Lafayette puts him out. To which he makes a stand to Alcide, punches him in the chest. Alcide growls, and Lafayette tells him, don't fucking growl at me. I love me some Lafayette. Fuck that. Miss Reynolds got her shit going on. Jessica throws a house party and Jason comes over because he wants to see Jessica, and she explains to him, I just did that to save you last night and declaring my love and saying you belong to me and blah 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 blah, and it wasn't what you think. And she's up in there with the underage college dudes, and Jason goes in and apparently it doesn't work out, so they're both basically playing tit for tat. Jessica wants to be free and Jason wants Jessica. Of course, it's a natural thing. They're connected through blood. What else is new? The pack goes looking for Marcus, who Alcide and Sam have politely made sure that he's been disposed of and gotten rid of, and Luna and Sam are at home with Emma because Sam has now had to escape the werewolves, and his next move is to just give himself up instead of giving up Alcide, because Alcide saved his brother's life, so he's not going to give up Alcide. Sam makes a noble decision, and in that noble decision, Luna had no other choice to save Sam's life, and she calls Alcide. Alcide stands up and takes ownership for killing Marcus, to which Marcus's mother says that he will never be respected because now Alcide is the new pack leader. In mourning the loss of a pack leader or a child, the werewolves eat their young. That was the most frightening shit. I'm watching vampires fucking explode and fairies flashing light and guts flying everywhere, but I could not take sitting there and watching a wolf eat their young. It just was not fucking happening for me. I swear sometimes I don't know what the hell my neighbors are doing. Sam owed Alcide a favor, and now Alcide is indebted to Sam because now Sam has, basically they saved each other's lives, and Alcide tried to save Tommy, and so it's debt. Now, because Eric and Bill have decided that they want to go ahead and kill Nan Flanagan, and they were supposed to meet the true death, they're now on the run. Someone has decided to help them, Nora, and give them a new identity. And because Bill has saved Eric, Nora now feels indebted to Bill. Do y'all see the pattern going here? And because they are now basically in the Vampire Witness Protection Program, as I call it, Bill and Eric have new identities and new papers. Bill is now Marcellus Clark, and Eric is Ike Applebaum. Y'all couldn't pick a better name for Eric. I mean, seriously. You go from Eric Northman to Ike Applebaum. The fuck? Just when they get their new papers and they're going on to their new lives, pow, they are busted by the authority, flashing lights, don't fucking move, you're coming with us. End of that story for this week. Sook and Lafayette now realize that it's sunset, and they go outside to wait for Pam and hopefully Tara to come above ground. Pam digs herself out and is very pissed because she has dirt in her bra. Typical Pam. I love Pam too, but sometimes she gets on my fucking nerves. And of course, Sookie goes in in a rush to find out if Tara actually made it and was actually turned. And she goes and digs Tara up, and she is unresponsive. Lafayette comes back outside and sees that his cousin is laying dead in the dirt, and he's like, I can't, why does this shit keep happening to me? Just as Sookie gets ready to basically continue crying and mourning, up jumps Tara and she attacks Sookie, and end credits. My baby mama's a vampire. Y'all done changed my baby daddy's names. They done got busted by the authority. I done sat here, and who the hell is this dude coming after Terry, asking Terry about what happened in Iraq? What are they covering up? Why is everybody's houses catching on fire? Who did they fuck over, kill, piss off, or whatever in Iraq that now their Marine Corps group is starting to die off slowly? I still don't know what the hell is going on with Andy, but it looks like from the previews, Andy and Jason are about to be on a whole nother page, getting themselves involved in some shit they don't need to get involved in. Eventually, Sookie is going to have to team up with Eric and Bill. Tara is a wild child vampire running around as Pam as her maker, so we don't know what that's going to turn out to be. Lafayette's pissed that he even revived his cousin, because now he's pissed. I should have left her dead, because now she's the one thing she didn't want to be. Then we don't know what's going to happen with these werewolves and Sam, because now Marcus's mother is basically on a mission because her child is gone. All I know is Turn, Turn, Turn was the right name for this episode, but they should have said Debts and Debtors, because now everybody is indebted to somebody through this entire season. Sookie is indebted to Pam. Alcide and Sam are indebted to each other. Alcide feels like he has to protect Sookie. Lafayette says, fuck it, I want to live a normal life. We don't know what the hell Sookie's going to do, because Tara's just running loose everywhere. We got Ike and Marcellus. And everybody's indebted to somebody, because now Nora is indebted to continue to protect Eric and now protect Bill. Bill and Eric are now indebted to each other. I don't understand what the hell is going on. All I know is this is the first episode of 12 for the rest of the season, and I'm already warned. This was my first review of True Blood season 5, episode 1, Turn, Turn, Turn. Like I said, I'm sorry if I spoiled it and you haven't watched it yet. That's why I do this on Mondays, so y'all have time to watch it on Sunday. And yeah, so, and trust me, if you're not a True Blood fan, you will not understand these reviews. I run through it. I remember it the way I remember it. I took hella fucking notes last night for this shit. Do you see? Yeah. Can you tell? D was mind fucked last night. Hopefully, I'll see y'all next week. Don't forget about the Ask D Skis. You can send all of your Ask D questions to dski_TV@ymail.com. I'll put it down there on the bottom of the screen. It should pop up right there. And that's also where you can send your Dear Jane, Dear John, Dear whatever letters. And I'll be looking for you guys soon. Next review next Monday, and hopefully I'll get some letters in from you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.